Yeah, we've finalised our 11. We're going to announce it at the test to keep Australia guessing a little bit, I guess, but we're pretty clear on the side that we think's going to win this test match.
Can you give us an idea of more bowling heavy, spin heavy, seam heavy, any surprise announcements?
Not too much, no. We've gone for the extra bowler. That's the question you're asking. We also need to take 20 wickets, as well as scoring big at the first innings runs. That's definitely part of our strategy. But yeah, slight change in the some of the face. Yeah, I had a little look. I'll do a little bit early on. We'll have to see how it looks again tomorrow. Again, might change overnight a little bit. But I think whatever we do, battle bowl, we're going to have to make the most of it. And like I said, first innings runs is really key for us as a side, whether we bat or bat second.
Is it, or when you're talking about making that decision to get to match whether influence that at all? I mean, you know, there might be
we can't think about the weather too much, I guess, but I think obviously we want to win this test match. If we can win this, we get 6-4 up, and it puts us in a really good position going into those ODIs. So there's obviously a line of thought that if you bowl first, you can potentially dictate the game a little bit more as well, because you still have to take those 20 wickets, obviously, but you've got that hopefully a chase up at the end that you can force the game on sometimes when it's flat, which we do expect it to be at here. It doesn't generally break up in 4-day cricket here, so it can be quite hard to force a result, obviously, if you're trying to take wickets on the last day. So I'll have another look in the morning and make a final decision, but that might take time.
And having had a good one now after Adelaide, you think I think it's pretty down after that second match. Have you been able to sort of get recalibrate?
Yeah, I just don't like the rain, to be honest. Back to Australia, expect a bit of sun. But no, yeah, it's been nice to get down to Canberra. It's obviously been pretty rash preparation for both teams. 2 days to prepare for a test match is quite short, but the players have been having a really good long hit in the nets today and yesterday and feeling really good and excited. It's always special to pull on the whites and play a test match for England. So yeah, we're really pumped for that. And obviously desperate to try and win the game to put ourselves in a really good position in the series.
And obviously we both played India last year and similar level of competitiveness, I guess, in that India don't want to top for a lot of that test match out here. Have you looked at that and are there things that you can take from that India did?
Yeah, I watched a lot of it back home, actually. Watched it on BT Sport. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was set really nicely. Obviously, the weather intervened a little bit there and made it a little bit harder and sort of petered out as I guess our test match did against India in the summer. And I think Julian Goswami in particular was outstanding, wasn't she? The way she bowled, how she was disciplined with her length and found a little bit of movement and challenged the Aussies batters around that off-stump line. So I think we've talked about that a little bit, being really disciplined there, testing the Aussie batters' technique. And yeah, it's something we've talked about. We've got our plans obviously for the different players as well. And yeah, it's just like now going implementing them. And I think for us as a side, it's getting our mindset right, because you don't play test cricket very often. And when you do, it's a little bit of adaptation for us, obviously playing white ball and making sure we're adapting to the game as much as we can, because there's obviously going to be different scenarios in different sessions. So getting that mindset right is going to be key, and when to attack and when to maybe hold in and get an opportunity to then attack down the line is going to be key for us.
Can you take us through Lauren Bell being put into the squad? Is everyone fit?
Yeah, so obviously Anya had a bit of an ankle sprain, so we brought Belly in as a little bit of cover, and yeah, she's been brilliant. She's been bowling very well for the A team. I've known Belly since she was 14, and she was about 6 foot tall when she was 14 years old, and she offers something a little bit different. Obviously, swinging the ball in, a bit of bounce on these wickets, and we wanted to get her in to have a little bit of look, and for our bowlers our batters, to face a little bit of in-swing as well.
Mentioned Jordan Goswami. Is there something in that as well?
We obviously brought her in to have a little bit of a look at her and have some cover for Anya. So she's definitely an option. The way she bowls on these wickets, like I say, is very effective, and she bowls wicket taking balls. And yeah, I'm just pleased for this that she's made into a first squad. She's definitely one for the future, one that's really shown a lot of promise and been really exciting in the A stuff. So yeah, obviously consider her potentially to
I guess the state of test cricket.
Yeah.
What's your opinion? I mean, do you think there are improvements that can be made? And if so, what would you like to see?
Yeah, I think that was Brunty being Brunty. I think she had quite a bad day when she did that interview about a month ago. But yeah, I think there's little tweaks that can be made. I definitely don't think the pitch should be shortened. I do think a Duke ball would make women's Test match cricket a little bit more better, particularly when you get on a pitch that's quite flat. The lower pace in the women's game generally can make it hard to score and hard to take wickets. So the pitch is key, the ball is key. And as I've mentioned before, I love 5-day cricket. I think when we play Test matches so fewly, I think it's feelings that word so rarely. I think that it's important that we have that 5-day because this weather intervenes. And I think the last 2 women's Test matches, us against India and Australia against India, would have been set up for a really nice finish had there been 5 days.
Thanks, everyone. We'll go to those on Zoom. It's going to be a little bit every person for themselves here. I can see you there, Nasha. Go if you want. If not, let's just go for it.
Hey, Heather. I know you're not going to tell us the 11, but is one of the decisions you've had to think about a little bit is whether you can provide another bit more spin support for Sophie. I think she bowled 60 odd overs in that Bristol Test match, and obviously you've got an ODI World Cup coming up. Are those sort of considerations at the back of your mind?
I thought Sophie bowled brilliantly in that Test match, but it did take a lot out of her. Obviously, trying to force her to win in that game. Able to do that. Obviously, with the follow-on as well, it was something new for her bowling 60 overs, pretty much on the trot, but she did brilliantly. So yeah, it's definitely something we've considered. Obviously, with the wicket as well, we expected it to be reasonably flat, so we potentially might need a little bit of spin support.
Cheers, Heather.
Thanks, Nasha. Forgive me, I can't see who else is on the call because of the way my phone is set up. So if you are there, fire away.
We got sorry.
Make sure in that first session, win that first day, and obviously go out too hard. We want to try and be aggressive and force the game forward, but we have to earn the right to do that by whether we bat scoring big first innings runs or whether we bowl being really disciplined and not try and hunt wickets overly. Obviously, you're trying to take wickets, but sometimes you go searching and that's going wrong. So yeah, something we've spoken about and have a really clear plan about as a side how we want to force this Test match.
Hello, Heather.
Perfect. Right. Oh.
Hello.
Hello.
We'll make this the last one, please. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Has there been any chat amongst the team about the 2013, the Waka win amongst the team, and that was probably one of the greatest achievements in the Test arena by any team in the recent times? Has there been any talk about that particular match? Shared experience by seniors?
Oh, the Wacker match. Well, it was 8 years ago, so a few of our players got good memories from it. But yeah, I feel like it was a long time ago. It was a lovely day and absolute belter of a Test match. Best Test match I've definitely been involved in, and hopefully both teams can create some exciting cricket over the next few days.
Thank you so much, and all the best.